Congratulations, you have made it this far. We are finally at part 3 where we are going to be drawing and gluing those symbolic pictures. Remember those pictures that of things that make us happy and help us persevere, just like Frida Kahlo's animals and her artwork. So remember, I've kind of talked about those things in the other video. Remember, I used leaves and trees because I love nature and that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that first. That's kind of part 1, and then part 2 is creating the image, either printing the picture of yourself or drawing a picture of yourself that will go inside your shadow box. So we don't want to leave the inside of our shadow box blank. We want something to go inside. So we're going to be talking about how to make that and get that ready. All right, so step 1 is always just kind of gathering your materials. So I'm going to tell you what you will need for this. You're going to need a pencil, Sharpie, eraser for erasing your pencil lines after you draw stuff, scissors, of course. You need your colored pencils, especially for this part, so that you can add color. I grabbed another piece of thin cardboard because I'm going to use this on the back of the picture of myself. And you also need, obviously, your shadow box you've been working on, and then some thick white paper that you will create your drawings on. Okay, so step 1 is drawing 4 to 6 things that symbolize what makes you happy or what helps you persevere. So this is my thick white paper, and I say thick white paper because it's more durable than computer paper, but if all you have is computer paper, that should work just as fine as well. Okay, so I've already gotten mine started. So I've just gone in and I've drawn a couple things. Obviously, you know I love nature. I drew an apple to represent fall, the fall season, since it's one of my favorite seasons. I drew a fork and a knife to represent how I love to eat and cook. And then I started drawing an artist palette to represent my love for art. So we'll come back and color that in a moment. But let's draw another one together first. So when you're drawing, you don't want to make your drawings too big or too tiny. What I think will look really bad is on your shadow box just to have teeny tiny little drawings that you could barely see. So you really want them to be a good size, but not too big that they would cover up your rectangular hole, but big enough that they could fit on your border. Okay, so I know I probably have a lot of cat fans out there, so I'm going to step away from my love of dogs for a moment and help you guys draw a cat. So if you love cats, you could maybe draw the head of a cat. Start with an oval, and then maybe do some triangular ears, maybe a little nose, kind of triangular, like that, whiskers, and let's give her some eyes. It's a girl. Okay, so there we go. I've created my drawing in pencil. Then I'd grab a Sharpie, and I want to outline my drawings so that they pop. Just go right over the lines you just created. And there you go. So if you look up really close, you can still see some pencil lines. So we want to clean that up with an eraser. Always erase your pencil lines after you outline something in Sharpie because you don't need them anymore. And it makes it look cleaner. All right. If I wanted this maybe to be a tabby cat, I might grab some orange and just start making some little stripes maybe on the forehead. There's this one little tabby cat that likes to hang around my house, and it's super cute. It's really lazy though. If I tell it to go away, he just stays there. But most times I'm saying that he can stay because he's so cute. All right, so add color to the face. And when it comes time for you to color your drawings, you really want to take your time and make it high quality because the coloring is kind of that final step before you cut it out. You don't want to rush through it and just use scribble lines like that. You really want to take your time. I'm not coloring too dark because I don't want to see all my strokes. I just want it to be kind of even. Okay, let's make some ears pink. Give it some blue eyes. All right, what's something else that we could draw? Maybe, let's see, I'm thinking. You know what? I am going to draw a leaf because my mind is blanking right now, and I bet a lot of you guys like nature and leaves, so maybe if you want to draw a leaf, you can draw a line for the stem, and then a curved line and a curved line for the leaves coming off of it. Okay, pretty simple, nice and easy. I would outline it in Sharpie before I add color. I'm going to make this stem double, so I'm going to draw 2 lines so that it's not just a single line. Trace over all my pencil lines I just did. And as you can tell, it took me a moment to think of something, so that's okay if when you're drawing you just have to take a moment, brainstorm what you want to draw before you start drawing. Don't forget to erase those pencil lines. And if you are making leaves, I love to blend colors. It just always looks really awesome with leaves. So like on these leaves, I did blue first, kind of pressed down like that, and I stopped halfway up the leaf. And then what I'm going to do is add some green to kind of blend in. And this just looks more sophisticated than just a solid green leaf. Kind of blend it in, overlap those colors. It's a really nice technique that looks great. Color in my stem. And that is ready to go. All right, let's color in my artist palette. Try to stay in my lines that I created. I'm going to make a palette of primary colors that is red, blue, and yellow. Primary colors, those magic colors that help us make all the rest of the colors. All right, usually artist palettes are made out of wood, so I'm going to color this with brown. So when you're making your drawings, really don't forget the coloring step. You don't want a lot of just black and white drawings because that's boring and shows me that you didn't take your time. Take your time, have fun with it, and color it just as if you've created your own coloring page. If you want a color to be light, just put less pressure when you are coloring with your colored pencil. If you want it to be darker, put more pressure like this. All right, so remember you're going to be creating 4 to 6 pictures. You can create more than that, but I just don't want to see like 1, 2, or 3. Create 4 to 6. All right, so these are colored and these are ready to be cut out. So we've already outlined them, we've already colored them. We are on step 3 of drawing our symbolic images, and